Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari and we were discussing Indian Evidence Act. Now, this is the phase where we are getting into very serious discussions. That is chapter 5, which is one of the lengthiest chapter where we have 30 sections, which is all about documentary evidence. This is covered between section 61 to 90A. Now, when a chapter is so lengthy, we need to divide them and then try understand. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us. So here in this video, I will basically give the structure of this particular chapter and I will discuss those three important terms, or this is a kind of revision that we need to do before we getting into this particular chapter. So not taking much of your time, let's get into the first slide. As I said, chapter 5 has as many as straight 30 sections and then several amendment sections. So we cannot understand all of them together. We need to have a strong structure. So I am dividing this particular part into four important pillars. The first one will cover primary and secondary evidence covered between section 61 to 66. So the first pillar has 6 sections. Then we will move to proof of signature, handwriting, execution of documents, etc., which will be our second pillar, where we will discuss 7 important sections starting from section 67 to 73. Then after completing these two structures, let us move to the third pillar, where we will understand public and private document, which is covered in just 5 sections between section 74 to 78. The last pillar will have a lot of sections, that is as many as 12 sections, which will be covering presumption as to document. Now these are the four structures we have to target, aim at, and then if you are understanding those four pillars, it is very easy for anyone to discuss on the part of documentary evidence. The final slide, I will review 3 important terms which we should know before entering any discussion on documentary evidence. This one part we need to revise before we get into any kind of discussion under chapter 5, because if you don't know the meaning of these basic terms while entering to chapter 5, then it becomes very difficult for you to understand what are evidence, what are documents. All of that stuff will keep bothering you. So let's complete that before we start discussing on chapter 5. First thing first, what is an evidence? There, let's focus on serial number 2, which says all document including electronic records produced for the inspection of the court. Such statements are called documentary evidence. Here, before we go to document meaning, let us try understand what documentary evidence includes. As for this particular statement, it includes documents as well as electronic records. Now, this is very prime observation we have to make, because these days electronic records are playing major role and there are a lot of amendment section under chapter 5 pertaining to electronic records. So we will discuss that when we are discussing chapter 5. The second term is document. Now, what is a document? Document means any matter expressed or described upon any substance by means of letters, figures, marks, or by more than one of those means intended to be used or which may be used for the purpose of recording that matter. Here you need to capture 3 important words, that is letters, figures and marks. And going to the first line, it may be expressed or described upon substances. Now these are the important terms we need to remember when it comes to the meaning of document. And further, there are a lot of illustrations given under section 3 which are saying a writing is also document, words printed, lithographed or photographed are also documents, a map or a plan is a document, an inscription on metal plate is also document, an inscription on stone is also document, a caricature or a cartoon is also a document. All of these are document. That is what we need to remember when we are entering to chapter 5 of Indian Evidence Act.
one sees him here, I try to forget, enjoy what's near, and never believe what's to come. I never thought that would be the outcome. Finding a place full of life without pain. No cause to complain, and I laugh and I play it, but my eyes don't escape what I see inside. Every wall, every place, something dark is following me here without a trace. Is it real or in my head? I guess I'll find out when I get from home my dad. Joyfully, terribly, something is amiss, but I won't mind my feeling, it's all made up in my head. Destiny's melody, call it out to me, so what I'm gonna do is fall for you and walk out to the edge. Never the same, hope I will drink from you into the pit. I must admit, I come
Nishan, what's happening there?
Nothing, Papa. With that, I'm concluding this session. Please subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment our videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.